Oh, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? I saw that! Oh, that was the vent.
If you've seen Doors, then you should have heard of this game. This game is called Pressure. In this game, you are a convict trying to regain your freedom by going inside an abandoned underwater destroyed lab filled with a bunch of weird stuff and stuff that are trying to kill you. And your purpose of going inside this lab is to get a yellow gem situated inside it that once you return back to the surface will grant you the ability of freedom. But the question remains unanswered. How do we get there? As of right now, I'm at the landing docks, which is door number 1. Luckily, at the start, I got a code breacher, which allows me to open certain locked doors without the need of their keycards. And while passing through the next rooms, I managed to find another code breacher and a medkit. And then I proceeded to do the dumbest thing ever. Just watch. I have absolutely no idea how I survived this, but hey, at least I'm still alive. After whatever that was, I managed to find one of these lanterns, and then I got attacked by one of these green guys that you don't want to look at. Honestly, I kind of overreacted here, but after that, I managed to find the holy grail of flashlights, the black light. The reason why the black light is so good is because there are these tall, black, squid-like individuals that will attack you if you shine a flashlight at them. However, if you use the black light, it will not even aggro them, making them very good for late game, where everywhere is dark. After this, I managed to find Sebastian, and honestly, everything he's selling I already have, so I didn't buy anything from him. And while exploring through the next couple of areas, I managed to find a flash beacon and then 3 other flashlights. Now, when this was happening, I was speculating if there was a boss battle next, so I was anxious, and honestly, I was correct.
Oh no, something bad's gonna happen. Oh no!
This enemy is called a searchlight. Its ability is that once it glances on you with its orange eyes, it will insta-kill you, ending the game. This area also has those purple guys which will also insta-kill you even in multiplayer. Now the goal for this area is to fix 5 generators, and every generator that you fix makes the searchlight faster. After this, I also managed to find a glitched enemy, which was really confusing when I first saw it. We are now very close to the end. Wait, do you hear that?
I knew it!
Now this enemy is called Pinky. Pinky is very similar to Rush. However, she does not give any warning before rushing you. I got very lucky here because I was very close to a locker, but without it, I would have died and went back to the start. And after all of that, we're finally at door 100.
I see the yellow gem!
Throughout all of that, we're finally here at the final area. Now all we gotta do is just deliver the gem, which apparently was easier said than done. The gem was the only thing powering the site, so now we gotta go repair the backup generators to even escape. Okay, so yeah, apparently I'm not 100% safe yet. Now that we have the gem, all we gotta do is go repair the generator and then head to the exit. But this isn't gonna be easy. Throughout this entire thing, we will be chased by every enemy without any warning because there's no lights, and all we gotta do is rely on audio. And meanwhile doing it, I made the worst mistake of the entire run. I accidentally died right over here, causing me to have no more revives, which means throughout this entire run, if I fail once, the entire run is gone. And as I'm treading through the darkness without any more batteries on my flashlights, I managed to fight against one of the most annoying enemies in the entire game, Pandemonium. Pandemonium is also kind of like Rush. But instead of going through a set path, he actively follows you around the map. And the thing with Pandemonium is, he doesn't pass by the locker, no, he stops right in front of it and tries to destroy the locker with you inside it. And the way that you get to defend yourself is by going through this minigame. You have to keep your cursor at the middle, and as your fight against him progresses, it gets even more harder as well. This fight is incredibly stressful, especially at late game, because the more you progress, the more he throws your locker around, which makes it really hard to stay at the middle. And the worst part is, sometimes he throws it around twice in a row, which means if you're unlucky, you're dead. Luckily, I got past him, but that doesn't mean the fight is over. The next enemy that I had to go against is an enemy called Frogger. He's basically Rush as well, but his special ability is that he releases green toxic gas that makes it so that you leave your locker if you enter too early. Luckily here, I managed to enter the locker late. After that, I headed to the next door, which had a speaker right next to the entrance. Now, I was hearing something right behind me as well. The special ability of this speaker is that when you stand too close to it or you spend too much time with it, your head explodes. And I had no hiding spot here either, so I didn't know what to do. I got very lucky here because I managed to find a shipping container that hid me from the enemy. And then I realized that not only one enemy was passing, but there were two. Which means if I did find a locker, I would have died because I would have been kicked out of the locker anyways. We've now reached the airlocks required to get to the generator room. Apparently, the generator is underwater and we need to repair it. That totally doesn't mean something very bad. We're finally here. Apparently, the generator is in the bottom of the dark and deep ocean, which totally is very safe, 100%. As I was swimming around, I managed to find a familiar orange light, and I realized something. It was faster. This time, I'm fighting another searchlight, but he's faster. And now I need to fix, instead of 5, I need to fix 7 generators, which was very bad for me. As I was fixing the generator's wiring, I realized something, that it was fixing way faster. And I realized that this was a sign to something, a sign for something bigger to come. After fixing the 4th generator, I went outside to look for some more wires, then I saw it. I saw 2 of them. Instead of being just one problem, there were now 2 of them and they were faster. Mind you, I have no more revives, which means I have an even higher chance to die. After fixing the 5th generator, I went outside again, and lo and behold, there were 3 of them. Look! I was very stressed, because that doesn't mean that I'd be fighting 2, I'm gonna be fighting 3, and I'm not even sure if there's gonna be any more. After fixing the last 2 generators, they were getting even faster. And this wasn't even the end of the problems. Apparently, I still had to go and click a button right in the middle of the map where all 3 of them were patrolling at. After sneaking through and hiding in the small crevices and cracks inside the ground, I managed to head my way over and pull the lever. And apparently, that wasn't the end. That was just the generator turning on. I still had to head back through the way I came from with more faster and even more searchlights. Another problem came up. I'm at the last stretch. Crossing through here means I'll be able to get saved. But then, one of the searchlights camps right on top of me. I didn't know what to do. He was right there, pointing his lights right at the entrance. I risked it all and beeline to the nearest broken down submarine. This will at least hide me from the beams, but that doesn't mean I'm safe yet. The searchlights was still right on top of me. This time there were 4 in every direction. I was cornered. I didn't know what else to do. I sat there for a couple of minutes looking for an opportunity. So instead of just waiting there, I ran. It was finally done. I got out. All I gotta do now is just enter. Oh yeah, by the way, they crushed the Eye Seeker guy. Yeah, I was celebrating after that happened. It was finally time to go head to the docks and head out using one of the submarines. That was it. It was finally over. I was able to return the gem back to the authorities. They gave me a free life after that. They staged a story of how I was framed. I was able to live my life normally again after that. which is really great. I don't really care about what happened to the other guy that they blamed. Yeah, I'm cool with that.